rain.
Hey everyone, first and foremost, thank you so much for helping me reach 900 subscribers yesterday. We only need 100 more of you to hit that subscribe button to hit that very first YouTube milestone. I can't thank you all enough. So today we're finally wrapping up the insane amount of news we received yesterday. As the final piece of the leaks yesterday, we received a total of 9 leaked upcoming legends. I went ahead and organized all the legends. Keep in mind the gameplay footage of their actual abilities only showcases 8 legends altogether. The last legend, Conduit, does not have any gameplay footage that I could find. First up on the list for future legends, we have Skyrer. Skyrer is a recon legend. His passive ability is Spectator. It allows him to spectate his killer. So literally whoever he kills, instead of spectating his teammates, he can actually be giving strats and exact locations of the enemy team because he's watching the fight from their point of view. Pretty insane actually. His tactical is Optic Haunt, which is a trap that reveals the target's vision. His ultimate is a shadow wall that blinds enemies and blocks sights with a huge shadow wall. Overall, his kit does seem very unique, and especially with spectating the enemy team is actually a really unique idea, and I love it. I have a strong feeling, however, that pros are going to want that taken out immediately, so who knows if we even see this ability come to the game. Next up, we do have Newcastle, which is the legend confirmed for Season 13, which is why we had a full model already for Newcastle. Keep in mind, any voice lines you do hear are just because no actual voice actors have been hired for these legends as of yet, so we still have no clue what they will sound like. Newcastle's passive allows him to drag down to allies as he protects them with a revive shield, which is what Lifeline used to be able to do. His tactical is a mobile shield he can move around at will, and his ultimate is a launching castle wall where he leaps into the air at a target location and spawns a huge barricade. Rampart walls and lifeline shields are literally being put to shame with this guy's abilities, which is sad for lifeline and rampart, but I know this guy's definitely going to be insane to use. Next up, we do have Uplink. He's a satellite savior. His passive ability is called Network Communion, which allows him to gain 25% of any meds and shields gained within the signal's range. So if let's say an enemy's popping a battery, you gain 25% of that pop battery. His tactical shield satellite is a satellite, aka crypto drone, that follows allies around to regen shields and revive them. His ultimate is called Immortality Relay Beacon, which prevents allies from being downed if they are in the signal's range. Really insane stuff that eventually is going to come to the meta and definitely mix things up. I'm very happy to see a lot of support legends coming to the game because we have way too many recons and DPS at the moment. Speaking of recons, our next legend on the list, everyone thought for the longest would be named Hawk, but she seems to be named Vantage. Her passive ability is a sniper scope that analyzes data. While scoping in, you can see the legend, shield rarity, and the team's size as well. Her tactical is an Echo launch, which sends out her Hawk to a marked location, and at any time you can launch or fly to the Hawk's location. Her ultimate was originally thought to be a mini Kraber. It's not at all a Kraber. What the sniper actually does is anytime you actually hit the enemy, your team has a 15% damage increase on that particular target. Very interesting concept. I'm happy they didn't go with the Kraber. As you can see in this footage with her ultimate, it's only doing 20 damage, obviously, not even similar to a Kraber. Definitely a Kraber as an ultimate would have been a little bit OP and busted for sure, so this is a really cool and unique ability. Next up, we do have Phantom, which is labeled as an agile assassin. His passive is a double jump, nothing crazy like Octane, just you are going to have the ability to double jump. I'm sure this is probably going to be useful for maybe a future map that they release. His tactical is similar to Pathfinder's grapple, but called a hook shot, which allows you to hook to a wall and hang off of it for a short period of time. His ultimate is called Void Grenade. You toss a grenade at a marked location, and anyone that hits it is sent into the void for a short period of time. I can definitely see this being useful for both ends of a fight. I'm sure you can send an enemy into the void and pop off a battery really quickly. Next up, we do have Jester, labeled as a tricky trapper. His passive is called Rewire, which allows him to take any grenade he's holding and turn it into a proximity mine that can stick onto any wall. His tactical is called Spectre Drop, which is a pod that drops down from the sky and has 3 specters guard an area. His ultimate is basically what Mirage's ult used to be able to do, as in it cloaks you to go invisible. However, this is also similar to a Gibby Dome, not in protection but in the size, and anyone in the dome gets cloaked as well. So it's like a cloaking shield. So your entire team can, of course, cloak, dash, or cloak and surprise and attack an enemy. Now, Caliber is one of the coolest legends with the abilities she has. Her passive ability is a weapon sling, which allows her to hold 3 weapons at any time, so you can carry your main combo, and if you want to have a care package weapon or a sniper with you at any time, you can. Her tactical is a sentry turret that replicates your current weapon you're holding. Her ultimate is an ammo box that feeds ammo directly into any nearby ally's current weapons. She seems like such a fun character to fight mid-fight with in particular. Now, we also do have Catalyst, who is a Fortnite character, sort of, kind of. He's labeled as a creative builder. He is revolved around a liquid called ferrofluid, which is a hard liquid that creates any structure. His passive ability makes any target that's standing near one of his structures take significantly more damage. His tactical is a Pharaoh shot, which creates a ramp that can be extended with more shots. So his tactical does have 3 charges, and you can stack them up like a ramp or create a platform on a wall. His ultimate is going to be an Iron Tower, which combines his ferrofluid, which rises you upwards, creating a tall, solid column under you. Very interesting kit, to say the least. Not sure how his ultimate would be that effective for anybody who can get up there with him. Lastly, we do have Conduit. He's the only legend again on this list that doesn't have any gameplay footage of his abilities, but his kit is actually still really strong. He's known as an emphatic shielder. His passive auto regenerates shields, so Watson is pretty much pointless basically with her ultimate. He also gains shields back quicker if he's near allies or if he's carrying a respawn banner. His tactical is called Arc Flash, which heals the shields of targeted allies at the cost of his own shields, which does work out great with his regeneration. Lastly, his ultimate launches an Arc Cluster Bomb, damaging the shields of all people near the blast, and heals your shields for the damage dealt. We definitely do have extremely interesting concepts and kits coming to the game. Obviously, at any time, these abilities are subject to change, but it is a guarantee at least that majority of these abilities we will see at some point or another make its way over to the game. Let me know in the comments below who your new main is going to be based off all the legend kits we just went over. I really love all of the medics and tanks we do have coming to the game in particular. Thanks again for 900 subscribers. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for your chance to win an imaginary heirloom, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I hustled up. You think I leveled up by accident? All just was immaculate. I'm passionate. I'm done with rationing. Let's talk the cash again. I don't need you asking it, but now since we here, we can talk the past again.